like it's just these two. They didn't walk here.
Wow, this is ginormous.
Certainly something a bit different, isn't it?
I'm here with Sith Lord 229,
Hello.
something a little bit different. We're here at Middle Peak Quarry for a bit of a haul video, bit of a review.
We're on Narkina 5. For those of you that don't know, this is the location where Cassian and Melche run off to, don't they, when they flee the prison?
Wait, be careful. They can't see us, even if they did, they never get back in time. What if there's someone else in there? We get out here. I know I feel it.
There we go, that's that there.
Watch Andor for that reference.
Only available on Disney Plus. We haven't quite been able to find the exact point, but this is where...
Well, we couldn't really get to it
No,
because, you know, health and safety things, because it's a
it.
quarry. And I don't want a rock landing on my head. We've had a bit of a purchasing today,
haven't we? Yeah. It's been a bit of an Andor themed day all round, hasn't it?
First things first, it's very good to say that Game have had in a lot of cheap figures, haven't they?
Oh, they sure have.
I'm
very happy they have as well.
Yeah, because these figures for some reason have been marked up at a stupid price.
It was either $28.99 or $32.99. Either way, extortionate.
Particularly for the figures, because a lot of them are reuse, a lot of them are...
Yeah, exactly, they're not even new, so... Yeah.
So Games come along, somehow obtaining stock of these figures for cheap prices. I mean, it's not just Andor, it's other like Black Series figures.
Yeah.
I mean, the prices have been a bit varied in terms of...
Yeah, they're not consistent across the board, are they? But
you know, get out there, see what you can find. They've got all the Andor figures bar one, of which we're going to show you here in this little haul.
first one I got, thanks to Dan himself, who very kindly grabbed this one for me while he was out and about, is the Dark Times Imperial Officer.
Turn! Ready, arm!
And what I love about this one is the fact that it's non-character specific. You don't often get sort of human army builders in the Black Series, at least. So this is really cool. I'm really excited about that one. I love the look of him. It looks really good.
Awesome.
Yeah, it is. Such a unique look. And then the second one I picked up today, since we're on an Andor high, is Cassian himself from the mission to Aldhani.
Run! Halt!
Which is actually a really good looking figure. That head sculpt and the facial printing is bob on. Really good. So really excited to crack these open. Might do a little on location photo shoot in a bit. But yeah, buzzing.
I only got this one just because...
You were part of it.
Part of what?
Don't play dumb.
I got a Shore Trooper, of which is played, or voiced rather, by Sam Witwer. Well, Shore Troopered out.
But you can never have enough.
You can never have enough.
I mean, I'm not particularly bothered about picking this one up myself, but it does look good. The Shore Trooper is such a sick design.
Yeah. There is a slight variation in terms of the blaster that he gets, and also the holster as well, and also the paint application. I'm happy with him.
I didn't actually realise that going on the back of the box, the image on the back, that blaster pistol that he's got is essentially sort of a blaster pistol version of the E11.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that. I like it.
No paint hit.
Nice.
So that's a Shore Trooper. I mean, it's not very specific for this location, but
that's unfortunate, isn't it?
You know.
It'd have been good if we'd have got some Kino Loy action figures going on, or some Cassian in his prison digs.
That would have been nice. But yeah, there are 4 figures technically at the moment.
It's just the Ferrix Trooper that's not popped up yet.
Yeah, you never usually find figgies in game.
Nah.
So it's cool to see. We love you, we appreciate you. We hope you get some Ferrix Troopers in, because I would like to have quite a few Ferrix Troopers, just so I can recreate Rick's Road. So yeah, hopefully we see that, but there's 4 figures in total. Then we will be taking a look at the exclusive
on location review.
Black Series, Cassian Andor and B2 Emo. I'm not happy with the pricing that this was at. It's Hasbro, I have to prefix it with that. Because this was like 60 or 70.
And there's the reason why I haven't picked it up
yet. Over the Christmas period, Hasbro did drop it to like 35, which
I
is
think is spot on, isn't it?
The actual RRP of this is disgusting, in all fairness, because one of the figures is just going to get re-released anyway in standard line. And then the other one, this is the only way you can get him.
Which is a bit heartbreaking.
And I mean, in all fairness, before we saw Andor, I was sat there thinking, I'm not bothered about this little fella.
I didn't think, like, the design of it, it was a bit like, it's okay, but then you see him in action, don't you?
Marva said you were out ruining your health and reputation with friends of low character. She told him sooner or later you were going to get yourself into trouble you couldn't talk your way out of. Then she told Brasso that...
I would die for that droid.
Yeah.
100%.
I think we both shouted at the screen when he got kicked over in Rick's Road, didn't we?
100%. I was screaming. And then when Andor's mate, Brasso, wobs that big old Marva brick... smashing the fashion style. After that episode, I was like, I need this. And what better location to do a review on these two fantastic little figgies. If we'll start off with the packaging, it's bollocks. Honestly, it has to be said.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say it, I'll be honest.
They've gone for Gregory Titus artwork, but it's not like Gregory Titus has really done it. Look at that face on Andor.
Oh, that's Paul McCartney, isn't it?
It does. It's a bit glossy, and it's a bit...
I get what you're saying about the Gregory Titus style, though.
Yeah.
They've gone for it, but they've not
got the actual artist.
Yeah.
Mine's a bit scuffed and back because we've been carrying it around with us today. We've got that bevel edge thing going on with Andor at the side there. And a little bit on the side there. On the back, you got nothing. You don't even have a bio. It's just...
You don't, literally just Black Series and then Andor. Yeah.
And then, if we be careful here.
Yeah, I don't want to lose any figures on location.
So they have these pull-out tabs, but once you've like undone the sellotape, there's no thing to pull it back in. They're just separate trays.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bit cheapy. You can see your figures in there and attached by these little, as you can see, I've cut out little ties.
Oh, he's little, isn't he?
He's a tiny fella, but we'll get into that shortly.
Okay.
So if you want to hold on to our little B2 emo, if you want to have a little play with him.
Oh, he's pretty, yeah.
He's nifty.
He's dinky, look at that. Oh.
And Cassian Andor. I'm going to be honest with you, if we go straight into it, bit of a basic figure, but that's no discredit to it, because it is nice.
Yeah, it does look good. Like that blaster.
Oh, do you know you like that blaster?
I love that blaster.
You know you want that blaster.
I love that blaster.
That was one of the main selling points for me. So if anyone doesn't know what the blaster is, it's a Briar.
Is it actually officially a Briar pistol? Oh my god.
Officially, I'm pretty sure they confirmed it.
Oh, I'm buzzing.
So anyone who doesn't know, Briar pistol is what a certain character,
Mr. Kyle
Katarn, uses in Dark Forces and Dark Forces 2.
Well, throughout really, throughout
throughout.
the Jedi Knight and Dark Forces franchise. Detail's pretty banging.
Yeah, he looks really cool. I mean, on first glance, it's like, it's a really basic figure, but honestly, the details on it are fantastic. Lots of sculpting going on his coat. Head sculpt's fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
I would say it's a really good likeness to Diego Luna compared to other Andors we've had.
I was just about to say the one in his blue coat from Jeddah, and they did
that one was naff.
The rate, it was terrible. Decent sculpt, but the paint apps just weren't there. And then they did the brown jacket version from like throughout the rest of the film. Yeah, it was the Jeddah one that didn't get re-released. But yeah, they did the photo reel on the brown jacket one. Yeah, and that actually, when you see it in person, it does look really good, and it shows you just how far painting's come. Yeah, because the sculpt is obviously there. It's just the facial paint that doesn't necessarily make the sculpt look very good, and we've seen it time and time before. But that is that sculpt is good, and Andor. Andor. And the print is good as well.
It's got a very working class look, and I love that.
Yeah, it's very Blade Runner, isn't it?
Yeah, really Blade Runner, really gritty sci-fi. At a glance, like really basic, but when you really get into it, there's some really cool paint application. There's lots of different colour going on with him. There's no holster for the blaster, which is a bit of a shame, but it's not a biggie. And also something quite cool as well, I noticed while mucking around with the figure. He got some tools on his hip there. That's cool. How you guys can see that, but he's got some tools there. In terms of exclusive, it's not the most exciting if we're just looking at this, but
coupled with B2 though.
Coupled with B2. All right, let's get it. Well, first we'll do articulation.
Yeah, can't forget that.
Can't forget this. So he has a ball-jointed head on a dumbbell. Ball
Don't
joint
look
in
at
the
me, I
neck.
don't know, I don't
Ball
have
joint,
it.
yeah, ball joint in the
Can't
neck.
help you, mate.
There's a ball joint in the neck, but it's a bit stiff on mine. There are butterfly joints in there. We do like a butterfly joint, just a bit stiff because of the big old coat. So butterfly joints, ball jointed shoulders, ball jointed elbows, ball jointed wrists, ball jointed torso, ball jointed hips, swivels at tops of the thighs, ball jointed knees, ball jointed ankles with the rocker joints as well. So, you know, top tier articulation, standard stuff. He's a lovely, lovely little figgy.
Looks good.
Now, what's even more lovelier is this little fella. And, if I may, are you ready for this? I don't know if you've seen it.
I saw a little bit, yeah.
And you can extend that.
That's cool.
And you can also extend the
That's
wheels
cool.
here as well. There's that Corellian hound that has a little whittle on it.
Oh, done too, innit?
He is.
Poor little lad.
But he's
That does look
he's
mint.
lovely, and you can move his head a bit at the top here. I do feel like he should be a little bit taller, but I can imagine that feature would be really difficult to achieve. So for what they could give us, I'm really impressed with that.
Yeah, it's really well constructed. I love how it compresses and expands. That's really, really good. Really well done.
It's very accurate to the show.
The weathering as well.
The weathering's really something as well, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like proper. It's got a wash, hasn't it? It's not just got the printed on markings. It does look rubber. Yeah, I like it.
Obviously, you've got that yellow replacement wheel.
What's going on the bottom? Has it got wheels or just
no?
little,
It's on the bottom.
The
it's
illusion
just
of wheels.
The illusion of wheels. It would have been nice if they did actually move, but no. This guy, love him. Just really fun to play around with, and it's B.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I think if it's still in stock at Pulse for that price, if he's not gone up,
I recommend.
I think I might buy it.
One thing that would have made this absolutely complete, and I would love to see if 3D printers out there could do it.
Looking at you, Land Speeder Luke.
Hologram of Marva.
Oh yes.
My name is Marva Cassian Andor. I'm honoured to stand before you.
It wouldn't even need to be like figgy size, would it? Just a little one would be.
Just a hologram of Marva for that.
That'd be mint. I can imagine that happening later on down the main line of Black
wouldn't
Series.
surprise
just
me.
that and a hologram as a regular release.
Yeah, because this guy does deserve a normal release, in my opinion. There's no sort of plan of that at the minute, is there?
No,
that
not
we
that
know.
we've heard anyway.
But that's
good stuff.
That's B. It's just a good little fig. There's not really too much you can run down with these figures because they're a bit.
They are straightforward, aren't they?
Straightforward.
What you see is what you get.
But nothing bad at all. I just think if it was an exclusive, you could have done with a couple more little bits, maybe to just elevate it a bit. That's particularly for the price point they were trying to push them on.
Yeah, definitely.
But these two, 10 out of 10. I recommend them if you could get them for a good price. So that's my review. Our review.
Our review. Sorry, my
onboarding
as an onlooker.
Andor and B2. So this is me, DanielEast1000, on location with Siflo229. Sign out. Thank you very much for watching.